as a trig modeling, and we'll have a look at the model, and it tells us it's a signed function. That's great. Okay, let's put it down here. f of x equals a sine b of x minus c. Notice there's no plus something, so that midline should be at y equals 0, and you can see that definitely is, the midline is y equals 0. Let's have a little look at the a value. Looks like the amplitude is 4, so a is going to be either positive or negative 4, right? But the question does say that a, b and c are positive, so we know for sure that the a is 4. Let's go and check out the period of this. I think we can go from here to here. Can you see that looks to be the period, looks to be pi. That seems good. Let's check from here to here. Yep, the period is pi. So this b is always 2 pi divided by the period, so that is 2. So our current model is f of x equals 4 sine 2x minus c. Now this c does represent a phase shift, and as you probably remember, this sine function would usually start at the line of rest and go up and then come down, right? But it's certainly been stretched upwards, and it's certainly been stretched inwards like this with scale factor of a half. It looks like it's been reflected, but the question does say that this a value is not negative, so that might have helped us. So it's been shifted along horizontally, so we just need to know how far that shift has been. Now there's two ways of doing it. We can do it with our calculator, which I'll do first of all, and then we can do it with a little bit of logic. So let's go to the calculator first. So I'm going to switch to the calculator. Now currently, can you see that our model is 4 sine 2x minus c. So all we have to do is substitute one pair of coordinate values into here to find the missing parameter c. And so if I'm going to just choose 0, 0, right? I'm going to sub in 0, 0. So if I make x 0 and y 0 and solve for this, I should find the value of c. So let's go ahead, menu, algebra, numerical solve, 0 equals 4 times trig button sine of 2 open bracket, the x value 0 subtract c, close bracket, yep, and then solve, comma, with respect to c. Oh, 0. Well, I don't really want 0 as the answer because it does say that a, b and c are all positive values, so I don't believe that's just 0. In fact, that would be the wrong answer. So I'll go up, up. So we're going to search for the answer just after 0. So after c, comma, 0.1 will allow us to search in the positive direction. And there you go, 1.57. Now, does that 1.57 look familiar to us? Right, so c equals 1.57, and I'm pretty sure that's actually going to be pi over 2, right, 1.57. Now let's do it the thinking way about the horizontal translation. So what we have to do is we have to imagine where would the first maximum be on this graph if we didn't have the horizontal shift, okay? So let me just go and put a new little graph in. And let's just go and put some new set of axes in. Okay. Now I'm going to put down y equals 4 sine of 2x, right? And then we're going to have y equals 4 sine of 2x minus c. So let's go and do 4 sine 2x. Well, it would start here. It would go up to a maximum, down to a minimum, and then back to here. We know that this point here would be a maximum of 4, and we'd have negative 4 here. We know that because of this, that this would be pi over 2 here, and this would be pi because the period was pi, right? We got that from before, the period was pi. And therefore, this is pi over 4 here, right? This is pi over 4 here, comma 4. Now when we look at our new picture, if we zoom in on this, we want to know what are the coordinates of this guy. Now, if we just take equal notches here, this looks to be pi over 4, pi over 2. I think this is 3 pi over 4. So what's happened is that this pi over 4 has translated to 3 pi over 4, comma 4. Now can you see how far that shift is from here to here, where the maximum would be on the curve in the question? Yep, that's exactly 2 pi over 4, which is pi over 2. So it's a little bit longer, but you can get the understanding that the horizontal shift is exactly pi over 2 from the original 4 sine 2x. I hope that helps.